So I've made yet another YouTube channel. This one is about books. Oh, this is not even half of them. I made 5 trips down the stairs to my basement, packing all these into this box. See what I did for you? I think I'm going to put my glasses on for this channel. So yes, I've started another new channel. Some of you may know me as Marvin from Marvin8479, It's Marvin D, Collins Crew for a Cure, TBE Media Productions, Gilly Girl 111, my name Teresa. So many channels. So on this channel I am going to talk about books and review books and books. So what better way to start a book channel than with a book haul? Don't answer that. So I'm going to go through books that I have read or I'm going to read later in life. Most of my books are YA fiction and adult fiction and dystopian and ghost stories and post-apocalyptic stuff like that. And then sometimes I read adult books like James Patterson and Harlan Coben and Jodi Picoult. So let's start over here. And yes, you will probably see chunks of books disappearing as I pick them up. Deal with it. One of my favorite series is the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series by Rick Riordan. Riordan. I say Riordan. The Lightning Thief, The Sea of Monsters, The Titan's Curse, The Battle of the Labyrinth, and The Last Olympian. I did that without even looking. You wish you could do that. I really don't remember much from these books because I think I started them in like 2nd grade. I bought the first one, then I had to wait for the second one, and I had to wait for the third one, and the fourth one, and the fifth one. And then the movie came out and kind of just went off the plot. But anyway, and then we have the companion series. It's not really a companion series, it's more like a sequel because all the stuff that happens in this series happens after that series. This is the Heroes of Olympus series. The first book is called The Lost Hero, and the second one is called The Son of Neptune, which is coming out on October 4th. I am on page 150. Percy has gone missing. If you like the Percy Jackson and the Olympian series, you will like this because it's like pretty much the same idea. Then yet another series by Rick Riordan called The Kane Chronicles. The first book is called The Red Pyramid. The second one is called The Throne of Fire, which I don't have because I haven't even read this one yet. I guess it's kind of like Percy Jackson, but not at all. It's with Egyptian gods and goddesses and stuff. So yeah. The Red Pyramid, The Throne of Fire, and then the last one will probably be out around April or May. So I'll review the series probably around when the last one comes out. The Hunger Games. The Hunger Games. Awesome, good, okay, slow, abrupt ending, but realistically abrupt and heart-wrenching. Did I really just say heart-wrenching? Spoiler alert for The Hunger Games if you haven't read the last book. Just turn the volume down and I'll go like this when I'm done. So we all know in the Hunger Games when Prim is supposed to go into the Hunger Games, but Katniss volunteers for her to save her life, right? 3 books later, Prim dies anyway. It's kind of like that last Harry Potter book when you thought Harry died for a second. You just read 7 thick books about this guy's life, and then... Oh. Well, okay. Oh. Mockingjay was kind of like that, minus the it was all just It's still a good series and I cannot wait for the movie. But the first one was the best one, definitely. So this book is called If I Stay by Gayle Forman, which you might not be able to see because it's all cursive and drawn into a tree branch. That's not weird. So this girl gets into a car accident with her family and her family dies, her immediate family, and she has a choice if she wants to stay or die. She has everything at home waiting for her, minus her family. The rest of her family, her boyfriend and stuff, all of her stuff. I read this in school in 6th grade because I was homeschooled and I could read whatever I wanted. Good times. And then I just recently discovered the sequel from another booktuber and it's called Where She Went. Hello? They split up and now they're coming back together because he's stuck in New York. I haven't read it yet, but I will eventually. It can wait. Speaking of death, 13 Reasons Why by J. Asher. I read this in 5th grade when I was 10 and I really should not have. It is so depressing. It's great, but depressing. And apparently they're making a movie with Selena Gomez in it. So this girl, she committed suicide and she made tapes about 13 people, which are the reasons. She's kind of a drama queen, but she doesn't realize it. I have the Enemy series by Charlie Higson, which I have not even started yet. I'm starting to wonder why I bought 2 of them if I haven't even read one of them. I have heard good things about The Enemy, and The Dead is like the prequel. Maybe I'll read The Dead before I read The Enemy. It's about the zombie apocalypse, and everyone turns into a zombie, and these kids are running away from the zombies. You've heard this story before. Gotta love ghost stories. I have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. Peregrine? I haven't read it yet, but my friend is going to kill me if I don't read it in the next month or so. It looks weird. Look at these pictures. It's weird. And then I have a bunch of Mary Downingham books. Wait Till Helen Comes, All the Lovely Bad Ones, closed for the season. Deep and Dark and Dangerous in the Old Willis Place. Kinda had a spaz attack there. The only ones of these that I've read are Deep and Dark and Dangerous, which I read in 6th grade, and The Old Willis Place, which I read in 4th grade. Nightmares. They're actually not that little kiddish. They're kind of spooky. So these are my ghost, paranormal books. Behold, the Maximum Ride series by James Patterson. The Maximum Ride series is about a group of kids who are genetically altered and they have wings. In the first book, The Angel Experiment, Angel gets kidnapped and is forced to do experiments, hence the title, and the rest of the flock goes to save them. In the second book, School's Out Forever, they are discovered by an FBI agent, Ann Walker, and live with her for a little bit. They even go to school, which works out great. In the third book, Saving the World and Other Extreme Sports, they think everything is a dream, and then they split up, and then they get captured, and just a bunch of random stuff happens. This is my favorite one. In the fourth book, James Patterson discovers global warming, and the fourth book really doesn't have a point. They're helping a bunch of people with global warming and stuff, and then they go off on another random abduction. And then the fifth book, Max's mom is kidnapped, and they go into a submarine to save her, and then run into some giant squids. It's pretty random. Fang. This new bird kid comes in, Dylan, and he's supposed to be her perfect other half. Did I just say half? And then Max leaves, and Angel almost kills her, and everyone kind of goes crazy. And then Fang runs away, and everyone's back to normal. Basically, the first three books were great. The fourth book was weird. The fifth book was okay. The sixth book was random. The seventh book was good again. And now James Patterson gets to tie up all the loose ends in Nevermore. Nevermore. Why would he name it Nevermore? That doesn't sound like a Maximum Ride book at all. I made the series sound bad, didn't I? Well, it's really good. The Gone series. In the Gone series, everyone over the age of 14 has disappeared, and they're surrounded by the Phase Wall. Phase is Fallout Alley Youth Zone. And these kids from Coates Academy come to Perdido Beach and try to take everything over and stuff. I haven't read Plague yet because I want to save it for like April for when Fear comes out. The series is gonna go Gone, Hunger, Lies, Plague, Fear, and Light. So I will review the whole series after Fear comes out. I don't know why I've been talking like this sometimes. In Hunger and Lies, there's a new human crew, which is basically the normal people who are trying to take over and kill the people with special powers or mutations. They're trying to make it normal. People are disappearing. Your town is surrounded by a giant bubble. There's talking coyotes and other animals with mutations. People with mutations. What about that would you like to be normal? The lore in Legacy so far, I am number 4, and the power of 6. The power of 6 is so much better. John, number 4, is about to die. Of course they fail, and then in the power of 6, John, 6, and Sam are running away. And it's also told from number 7's Point Marina. And in the end, 6 and Marina come together. And now they're all battling the Mogadorians. And the author's name really isn't Pittacus Lore. It's 2 different people, but Pittacus Lore is like the ruling elder of Lorien. It's kind of weird that you would make the author that? I don't know why. This one, it's kind of like, I don't know. It's good, but you don't really know where it's going. It keeps getting exciting and then it goes back down. You don't know what's supposed to be happening now. The storyline is kind of boop, 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 boop. Climax, the end. But this was all over. Excuse my obnoxious hand motions. Next is The Maze Runner Trilogy by James Dashner. I have only read The Maze Runner, but The Scorched Trials is my next book after I finish The Lost Hero. Thomas wakes up and doesn't know who he is, he just knows his first name, and now they're in the glade. It's surrounded by a maze and they keep trying to escape it by solving the maze, but that doesn't really work out at all. The third and final book, The Death Cure, comes out on October 11th, and that is when I will do my complete series review on The Maze Runner. So another upcoming read here is Divergent by Veronica Roth. I have nothing to say about it because I don't know much about it, but I will review it and the sequel Insurgent when they come out and when I read this. I've heard good things about it, so I will read it soon. After The Lost Hero and The Scorched Trials and The Son of Neptune and The Death Cure, and so this next series, I don't usually tell people that I read it. The House of Night series by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Shut up. I'm going to review the series so far, books 1 through 9, when book 9 comes out on October 25th. Psh! No, I don't have any of these days memorized. The series is marked, betrayed, chosen, untamed, hunted, tempted, burned, awakened, and destined. There's gonna be book 10, 11, and 12. So, now my kind of adult books, I guess. I have No Second Chance by Harlan Coben, which I did for a book report in 7th grade. I also have The Woods, which I have not read yet. Half of my books I haven't read. The Pact by Jodi Picoult. The Lovely Bones, which I actually liked the movie better, even though no one agrees with me on that. Now You See Here by James Patterson, which is awesome. And House Rules by Jodi Picoult, which I'm actually working on my book report for now. Even though I read it like a year and a half ago, but don't tell my English teacher. Well, that is to name a few. Those are the types of books that I will be reviewing on this channel. So I hope you didn't get too bored with this. I'm gonna go. Oh, another thing. If you've read the Maximum Ride series, that's supposed to be a movie, but it keeps getting postponed. It was supposed to be like 3 or 4 years ago. I don't see how that could be a movie. Wouldn't it be really awkward to film in front of a green screen with the kids flying and then fighting flying refrigerators, as erasers are described as? We're being attacked! I don't know. Well, I'm going to go and I will review stuff. So bye. Subscribe if you like any of the books that I talked about or the types. Like, comment,